Hey there, hi there, Aries, and welcome to your monthly reading for the month of September. This is basically your deadly spread reading, or deadly problem reading, but it's basically like what is really the situation that's going on right now in regards to your love life, Aries. So, we're going to find out. So I have here for you the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you have like this Queen of like England energy. I think this is like Queen Elizabeth. Okay, so but then underneath here, you can see through this veil that's been lifted through this window, you can see there's a woman here with a suit. Okay, so maybe you're feeling like, and there's pentacles all over this woman's outfit, this queen's outfit. So maybe you're feeling like your value and your worth, I feel like it's more than just skin deep. I think there's like this inner beauty that you betray, and I think it comes out across for you. This isn't a bad thing, okay? But we're going to explore more here. Okay, yeah, so we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay, and this Seven of Pentacles. Oh, Seven of Pentacles comes up twice. Wow. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, there's a lot going on up there in your mind right now. Okay, Aries. And there's this tiny little plant that's been planted in this pot here. And this woman, she just looks really kind of sad, honestly, like just staring at this little seedling that has obviously grown here. But there's like a lot of, I think, overthinking. Okay. I feel like you don't need to like overthink things so much. I think that's what the situation is. It's like you can just let things naturally unfold with this particular love connection, okay, romantic connection, soulmate connection. You might not even be really like labeling it as of yet because you're still watching and seeing it grow. And then we have the Hierophant. So you have like two very opposing views here. You have the Hierophant on the outside, but then you have like the spiritual, more like hippie on the inside with like a beard and a flower wreath. Um, so to me, it's like spirituality and religion for you are like two very like intertwined belief systems, but they really should be more like separated, right? Because your spiritual side to you isn't like a religion, it's more of I don't know how to, I get, it's not, religion is like more to like construct and to control things. Spirituality is more to release control and release conformity. So when you have a lot going on, like in a mechanical sense in your mind, it means you're being very logical with this connection, with this particular situation. And then you have another Seven of Pentacles that came through here. And this is a man that's looking at the pentacles, gathering them up here. He's not like a, very enthusiastic about the pentacles he does have. You know, it's like there's something else that he's probably thinking about than just pentacles. There's something deeper happening with this connection. And that's why you see the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, she appears on the outside very lavish, very, extravagant, golden attire. But on the inside, she's just a woman wearing a suit, right? Or business clothes, right? Very formal, like corporate, more corporate outfit there. And then you have a spiritual energy mixed with a religious energy. Um, there's a lot of elements to this connection. So, Yeah, let's explore this a little bit more. The Hangman and the Page of Cups. Wow. So the Hangman appears to be in like almost like an ocean, but he has all these chains on him. Um, but he's somehow standing and balancing himself here in the ocean, like to a buoy, maybe. But there's a moon behind him. Um, but there's a desert around him. It's like he's very like feels very trapped, like very isolated. Um, and the desert all around him is I think that's like what he feels. Like he feels deserted, like isolated. Um and this woman, Page of Cups, you have her um like floating in an ocean of like maybe piranhas, like a pariah, societal pariah, like she doesn't want to be a pariah in society or something like that. She's afraid of her like public image or how she will be seen by others or being like eaten alive. Not literally, more like metaphorically, just feeling like attacked. And then she's holding a cup, like a it looks like a fishbowl here with another fish inside. Like within herself, I feel like she feels like the fish inside the bubble or like the fishbowl, like a pet. Like she isn't like this isn't a very like free, liberating energy. Both this man and woman feel trapped by their circumstances. Like they both don't have freedom to do what they want to do. That's the deadly problem. And also, you have this is a deadly situation, right? She's surrounded by piranhas, and they both have the blue, the ocean theme, emotions here, very energetically um, tied through emotions together. They both are feeling the same emotion, I feel like, similar emotion. One feels very trapped um, by like what other people will think or how she will be judged um, by others. And then I think, and she's surrounded by like enemies, like people who don't support her and her decisions for herself. And then this hangman, he's obviously feels very like deserted and alone and chained to something here, chained to this like buoy out in the middle of the ocean. They're both like at these like out in the ocean feeling alone um type of energies. Okay. um let's see here. I think what you and your person need is like a break from what other people think. Like I think if you're resonating more with this Page of Cups female energy, I think that you need to like not care so much what other people think of you, even if it could affect you in a negative way. I think you still need to make choices that make you happy, because I think there's some illusion of you're not going to be happy or something bad's going to happen to you if you open yourself up, you know, to this person. Because I think you hold a lot of keys here to, even the Hierophant has keys around his neck here. I think you hold a lot of answers and keys. I think this person holds a lot of answers for you. Um, this reminds me of like Houdini, like he put all those like chains and locks or stuff around him, and he like is able to get himself free. But I think you both have the capability to free yourselves from these situations you're in, so that you can be with each other. Let's see how this unfolds. Oh, yeah, Eight of Wands. Wow. So this woman, this athlete, this is like the shot put, or, right? Where like, it's like this giant wand. Um, I feel like it's more like a spear in real life or something. And she like shoots it as far, like she throws it, aims it. She throws it as far as she can, right? And that's like the point, right? To throw the message out there. And look, even this little like paper airplane she's holding too, right? Like you're throwing that message out there into the universe, saying like you want your person, like you want to be with your person, you want to be freed up to be with your person. And I think your person looks at you as a very like strong person. You know, this woman is a very strong athlete. Um, and I think your person like thinks you're very strong as well. Um, and there could be a little message there on the airplane, right? The paper airplane. You know, it's a very strong force to this energy that you're putting it out there that you want to be with this person. I think it's aimed directly at them to sort of release them. I also think from like their burdens and their stress that they're facing and that they're going through. Um, that's probably going to be like the solution for both of you. Let's see more about this Page of Cups. Oh yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you have all these soldiers, like British soldiers, um, marching. And then you can see that there's this man who's very elderly and crippled. He has crutches. Um, what happens as a result, or what's happened before, right? Men go off to war, right? And then they return like older, wounded, like they've seen war, they've seen battle, they've experienced it. Now they have their scars to prove it. Whereas these like younger men still haven't experienced real war. Um, so that's interesting. That has something to do with the pentacles. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. It has to do with like going off to war. Like nowadays you might not like literally go off to war. I mean, who knows really the way the world is these days. But I think it could also mean, on a smaller scale, it could mean like going off and finding a job and like experiencing the hardships of like being able to sustain yourself and financially provide for yourself and protect maybe your country, but also on a smaller scale could be just protect yourself, protect your way of life, protect your person, protect this love connection. There's all these different ways of looking at this Five of Pentacles. But ultimately, looking in through this lens here and this window and seeing the realities of what war does, it causes death, it causes destruction. So, something like I think you're very like serious about this connection, but there's a lot of obstacles, I think, that you guys both have to overcome first in order to be together. Yeah, Eight of Athens. Feeling trapped, feeling scared, feeling vulnerable, lost in the woods, blindfolded, hands tied behind your back. Like, it's a scary feeling, right? It's scary, right? It's like if you trust in this connection, it seems as if it's leading toward some, like, it's like you feel trapped, but not in the connection, but in on the pathway toward it. You're like, you have to go through some stuff to get to there, to get to where you want to be. So, because there's daggers everywhere, right? There's swords, Athens. So she has to be careful, and she's barefoot. You have like no protection here. There's a cute, adorable little hedgehog right there, though. So that's nice. Um, little spirit guide, spirit animal for you. All right, so okay, wow, yeah, High Priestess, the rocker, right? The singer, right? She shares her intuition with the world through her music, through her voice. You're sharing your voice and you're sharing your truth here. And music and songs. Yeah, so I mean, this High Priestess energy is really coming through now because it's like, that's really the only way this relationship can work is like when the High Priestess energy, the intuition, when that, because that's all emotional too, like that has to really be used like very cautiously and wisely because I think that the moon energy, the water energy, it's all very like feeling, it's all very emotion, it's all very intuition. And I think trusting your intuition is going to solve a lot of this, like feeling of like you're not able to be with this person because of all this other stuff happening. Um, I think it's going to bring you some like peace and closure when you realize like it's not going to happen exactly the way, you know, you might necessarily like want it to happen, but it's going to happen the way it needs to happen, if that makes sense. So I'm going to pull some dream um, keeper cards now to sort of explore a little bit more the solution here, um, and just give you a little bit more of a like foundational like layer to sort of support this energy of these two individuals. Because if this is you and your person, and that's what brought you here, Aries, then I think it's important for you to remember that, everything does happen for a reason. And I think that a lot of the um, logistical stuff is going to resolve itself in time. But right now, it's just like laying the foundation, like laying the work down, and then going from there. So, oh wow, yes, look at this, the sun. Oh my God, that is so beautiful, Aries. That is your energy too. Wow. I feel like this is like a bride with her like her man here or something. Like this is a woman all dressed in white. Her veil is like clouds, made of clouds. This man has like a very like stone or wooden even maybe, or maybe like some kind of material structure where his body looks like formed from like an unearthly, like, well, it's technically, I guess it's earth, but like it's not like carbon, like it's not like a normal body, right? It's something else. And it's coming from this sun energy, and she's like caressing his face here. That is so beautiful. This is definitely a love connection. This is definitely a soulmate connection. Okay, Aries? This for sure confirms it. Okay? I feel like you and your person are going to be together. I'm getting like, I'm getting, as cheesy and corny as this sounds, I feel like it's like two worlds apart, like two very different people from two very different walks of life somehow meet each other. And like, it's like cosmic or something, um, so it's really beautiful. And also it's like reminds me of like the hangman in the desert, it's a very like dry, like no feeling, no depth energy, but like your person obviously has really deep feelings for you. They're like looking up at the moon, they're looking up at you, I feel like. And you are like feeling just like underwater, like overwhelmed, surrounded by piranhas, like feeling like a fish in a fishbowl, no freedom whatsoever. Yeah. Okay, so Queen of Swords. Wow. Yeah, you're going to have to cut through the tension. You're going to have to cut through whatever this energies, whatever these energies are that are holding you and your person apart. You're going to have to work through it. It is going to take some work. It is going to take some time. But if anyone can do it, it's you, Aries. It's the Queen of Swords. She's there by your side. She doesn't put up with the bullshit. She makes things happen. Okay. And I feel like you're going to be doing that very soon. Yeah, Eight of Cups. You have to like leave your past self behind. There's birds taking flight here. There's a skeleton bone on bones, like a hand on this woman's shoulder, like an ancestor, someone who's passed, like reaching out from the heavens and like saying it's okay, like say goodbye to your past self and embrace this new version of yourself, this new person that you want to become. You're on a new journey here. Yeah. I think it's very hard for you to let go, but she's even holding, both women are holding one of those hourglasses together. But the woman in red, I feel like has a better grip on time. She has a better grip on on reality. This past version of yourself, this younger like version of yourself that like made decisions that were good for you then at that time, they're no longer good for you now. You're getting like the approval too from a loved one who's passed here, especially with the hand and it's like skeleton bones. Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. I mean, there it is for you. Like, it's basically like one step at a time. Like, you know, you once you leave your past self behind, you break off, you like remove the mask, you remove the illusions. You're more honest with yourself. I feel like this person can connect with you more when you're like when they're more honest with you and you're more honest with them. I feel like that's what like made the connection strong to begin with, was like honesty here, right? Breaking free from illusions. Okay. This illusion that, you're in a fishbowl. Okay. You're not literally in a fishbowl, like captured, but you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And I think you've set your life up a certain way where that to you is like what was safety in the past, which was security in the past, but now it's become the deadly problem because now you can't be with the person that you actually want to be with. So I think the solution here is to like break free from that, like break the silence. Even the high priestess energy is like a rock star singer, right? And a woman rock star, she's not going to be like silent. She's not going to be quiet. She's going to be loud, right? Her voice is going to be heard. It's going to echo through the, stadium. So it's very apparent to me that's like the only way you can break free from this. Feeling that you can't be with your person and you can't make it work is that illusion that you have to be quiet or you have to be silenced or you can't really be your true self. You actually can be your true self. You actually can talk and it's not like against the law. It's like, and I feel like you might have even had a dream recently where like someone might have been telling you, this could have been your ancestor visiting you, this could have been your future self, right? This could be your past self telling you um, it's not against the law to love who you love or be with who you want to be with, right? um, Especially if it's like you're not doing it to like your intentions are like honorable or pure. Like that sounds weird, but I mean it's like you're not like you're not trying to be with this person to like for the wrong reasons, you know? Like it's not about like I feel like it's not about material things. It's not about um like getting ahead in life or whatever. It's really just about two souls wanting to be together. Okay. That's like that sun energy. Okay, that's like a love in love sort of, you know, euphoric energy type feeling type energy. Okay. um and then you have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Okay. These are perfect cards to get like right after you've released yourself from your past and you're waking up to your new self, because this is very emotionally based. And that's a great foundation to lay out for your solution. You want the feelings to be mutual with this person, which the Sun card really to me indicates that they are, like really confirms it very strongly. And you're doing the work to let yourself release from the past and open yourself up to new possibilities. And that's that Nine of Cups energy. That's that wish fulfillment, manifesting your dreams. Okay, making your dreams a reality. That's that Nine of Cups energy. So, and there's lots of butterflies here in these cups, which is all about metamorphosis, all about transformation. This woman's dress, like this clothes that she's wearing, it's even like a lock. There's like a lock here to a key on her dress. Okay. So she obviously wants whoever holds the key to unlocking her heart's truest desire. Like she wants that to be unlocked. There's a very common thread here, a very common theme here happening, a lot of synchronicity happening here where this man, okay, feels very trapped, lots of locks, needing keys to open it to his heart. And there's a lock here on this woman's dress. You both need the key to be unlocked, right? Or you both hold, I feel like he holds the key to unlocking what you want, and you hold the key to unlocking what he wants. And I think that's a very strong connection. Okay. I feel like that's what, like, feeling like loved again or feeling like in love again, right? Romantically. Okay. We're talking about romantically here. Okay. And yeah, I think that once you have that understood about this connection, you're gonna have this Ten of Cups coming in, and this woman, she's like barely got any clothes on. Okay, she's got like this white, like silky, like scarf wrapped around her. But she's she's literally like sitting and like holding herself up on a rainbow. Okay, which rainbows represent, love and hope and beauty and wish fulfillment, wishes coming true, right? The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? She's holding a cup, she's celebrating, she's happy. It's a very different image and energy from the beginning of this reading where, you felt like you can't be yourself basically, and you want to be yourself, and the only way to be with yourself is to break free from whoever this person you created has been, like who you've been since became you know like it's just like an identity thing. Like this is like something where your identity shifted and you were okay with it for a while until it became something that made you feel trapped and made you feel like alone and made you feel like you can't be anything else but this, and not even in a healthy way. So now you're this Ten of Cups now finally, and that's from trusting your intuition. And the Ten of Cups is like right after you get your metamorphosis, right after you get your wish fulfillment, right after you get all your answers to what you've been asking yourself and questioning, you feel like 10 times better. You feel happy. You feel like you can be yourself again. and it's like a brand new day. There's no more lost in the ocean, darkness everywhere, run by emotions. It's like you're in control of your emotions and you're aware of your emotions, and things are looking better and brighter, and you feel supported emotionally, and you feel loved. You feel love. Really, what it comes down to is you feel loved in the healthy ways, in all the healthiest ways. So I think this love connection is a good thing. So there you have it. I think the connection is very strong. I think there's a light here, a love here, a warmth here. Um, so don't give up on it. Just keep making sure that you check in with yourself and make sure that your emotions are in alignment with what you want and what you need. And that's the thing about it, is like the high priestess really reminds us not so much what we want in life, but more so what we need in life and in love. So that trusting that is going to be really key here to understanding yourself. Um, and hopefully your person understands that too. And you guys are very happy together. Okay, Aries, love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up button. Bye for now.